Yes, people, stealing Stiatis' intro. Big shout out to Steve. And actually, that's a good way to start this. Before we start the France versus Spain review, thank you to everyone who messaged and reached out and spoke to me, liked anything that I posted about the last video. It means the world. It's hard in here. It's difficult, and it was so touching to have that many people. It was overwhelming, but to have that many people reach out and care and give a fuck. I know you're not supposed to swear in the first minute of a YouTube video, but right. It means a lot, man. It really, really does. So thank you. Really, really, really thank you. Yeah, I'm going to keep battling. I'm going to keep getting there. I'm going to keep improving. And you're going to come with me. Right. Spain versus France. Spain are in the final of Euro 2024. They beat France 2-1 at the Allianz Arena. Thanks to a screamer from the wonder kids, Lamine Yamal. And then what I would define as an own goal, but what has gone down as a Dani Olmo goal. But I would definitely define that as an own goal. That was one of the most stupid, ridiculous efforts at a clearance I've ever seen in my entire life. But let's get into it. First half, France looked the best they've looked in the whole tournament. They've been dreadful, they've been awful, they've been worse than England. They scored their first goal from open play in the semi-final. That's a disgrace. As my phone it was shocked. My phone fell down out of sheer shock at the fact that it was their first goal from open play. Mbappe got the assist. He took his mask off and actually learned how to kick a ball, bless him. But yeah, let's just focus on Lamine Yamal for a second. 16 years old. When I was 16, I was doing self-harm and drugs, not scoring screamers in Euro 2024. That's mental. Ridiculous player, ridiculous future. I just hope for the life of me he doesn't get ran into the ground by the rigours and vigours of consistent football and the crazy schedule that has been implemented on footballers nowadays. I really hope that we see him for a long time. He doesn't end up messed up by 28 years old, like I predict Jude Bellingham will be, and like poor Wayne Rooney was. So yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into everything. I had other things going on. Jesus Christ, I was getting all these fucking wires put in me whilst the game was going on. So I did my best to watch it and keep up with it. But yeah, the first half I thought France looked the best they'd looked in the tournament. But Spain are shining. Spain have been my picks to win it from the get-go. They've looked the most cohesive team, the most cohesive unit. They're players who stand out, consistently do the business for them, and they don't go missing like Mbappe has been doing. And Spain are formidable. I predict a repeat of Spain versus Netherlands in the final. I hope for it to be Spain versus England, despite the whole hashtag Scouse not English thing. But yeah, I predict Spain versus Netherlands in the final. I thought the second half, both sides looked a little bit jaded, but also both sides looked like they were slightly scared to concede. I thought Spain dealt with France's press very well, and I don't think France dealt with Spain's wide threat particularly well at all. I thought it was a bit of a mismatch. Cucurella did surprisingly well against Dembele. Mbappe played all right, bless him. He did well. Couple of things from the game that I noted that aren't particularly gameplay stuff. The BBC quickly cutting away from a fan going like that, and then going like that to Jesus Navas. I thought that was hilarious. What's he got against Jesus? Is he an atheist? I don't know. I don't think it's hilarious. I don't know about you, but I think it's hilarious when pitch invaders run on the pitch and then the security try and follow them, and it's hello.
Alright.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. I'm just looking for someone else.
Yeah, no, I'm just here. Is that going to happen every video? That might happen every video. Is you going to shut the door? Let's shut the door, shall we? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is real life action. Look, I'm restricted by this wire. Let's see if we can pitch me back up where we were. Yeah, I think it's hilarious when pitch invaders run on the pitch and then the fucking security run after them. And that's where you really understand the difference of athlete between an athlete and a security guard. Because the security guard's wobbling after him. And then Mbappe's just there like, well, what is going on? Get this fat piece of lard off the pitch. One thing that always needs to be noted, Jermaine Genius. Whose nudes does he have? Who is he? What secrets does he have of someone at the top end of the BBC to keep getting these gigs? He is a horrific colour commentator. Why does he say "by the way" all the time? His analysis is shocking. His points are derivative, and he offers no intellectual insight from any real-world experience. I'm sat here on nil by mouth with a cortisone drip and a fucking bag full of water and sugar, and I have as many international caps experience and not nous as Jermaine Genius. That guy needs sacking off. He is a clown. France, I'm looking at notes. This is how seriously I took this, people. France were fraudulent in the second half from my point of view. They had a competition to win, and I don't think they took enough risks to try and do it. There was a chance for Griezmann at the end. There was a close deflection at one point, but I don't think France offered much at the end. I thought Spain dealt very well with the press, and there was very little that France were offering. And that's been the same through the whole tournament. They had a good first half. The second half was pretty meaty. So it's Spain in the final. And will they be up against England? England. It's looking that way. I'm going to be watching the England game on the ward. And if they lose, I will pretend to be scouse and pretend to not to care. And if they win, I'll pretend to be the biggest England fan in the world and support the boys coming home. So yeah, that's my dodgy review of the Spain versus France game. Lamine Yamal's a star. Is Mbappe a fraud? Do we need to have that conversation? Is he getting worse with age? Is he one of those, like, I feel Lamine Yamal could be, where he peaked too young? Maybe questions. Maybe we'll find answers. Who knows? I'm going to close this out by thanking everyone again for liking, watching, messaging, showing support. Like, it meant the fucking world. It was so overwhelming. I got a bit teary, got a bit emotional. My mum was sat with me and I was just on my phone reading everyone's messages, and she was like, "Oh, are you going to speak to me?" But no, that's not true, actually. She was happy to see me happy. So yeah, thanks to everyone who reached out. You legends. Peace out, mother lovers.